Ever wondered about the giants that roam North America's wild spaces? Today, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most majestic creatures on the continent, the elk. These aren't just big deer. They're in a league of their own. Stick around as we uncover everything from their incredible size and magnificent antlers to their unique behaviors and the stunning landscapes they call home. Let's start with what makes everyone stop and stare: their sheer size. Elk are the second largest land mammal in North America, right after the bison. When we talk about a mature bull elk, we're talking about a true heavyweight. These guys can tip the scales at over 1,200 pounds, although the average bull is usually somewhere between a hefty 700 and 1,100 pounds. To put that in perspective, that's like having a grand piano walking through the forest. The females, known as cows, are smaller but still incredibly impressive, typically weighing around 500 pounds. Imagine encountering an animal that big on a quiet morning hike. It's an experience that truly commands respect. Now, you can't talk about elk without talking about their antlers. This is what truly sets the bulls apart and makes them one of the most iconic symbols of the wilderness. Each year, bull elk grow a new set of antlers. And these are not just simple spikes. We're talking about massive, branching structures that are pure bone. A mature bull's antlers can spread over 4 feet wide and weigh between 20 and 40 pounds. That's like carrying a small child on your head. This incredible weight is a testament to the bull's health and strength. The annual cycle of these antlers is fascinating. They start growing in the spring, covered in a soft, fuzzy skin called velvet. This velvet is rich in blood vessels and nerves, which helps the bone grow incredibly fast, sometimes up to an inch a day during peak growth. Bilate sume. The antlers are fully grown, the blood supply is cut off, and the velvet begins to dry and peel away. The bulls then rub their antlers against trees and shrubs to shed the remaining velvet, a process that also polishes the bone and prepares them for the challenges ahead. And what happens to these magnificent crowns at the end of the season? After the mating season in the fall, usually around late winter or early spring, the antlers naturally fall off. This process is called shedding, and this has created a popular and exciting hobby for outdoor enthusiasts known as shed hunting. People will spend hours, even days, combing through the mountains and forests, hoping to find these discarded treasures. Finding a large, intact set of elk sheds is like finding a piece of natural gold. It's a tangible connection to the wild, a reminder of the power and beauty of the animal that wore them. So, where can you find these incredible animals? Elk are highly adaptable and can be found in a variety of habitats, primarily in Western North America and parts of East Asia. Their ideal homes are landscapes that offer a mix of everything they need: open meadows for grazing, dense forests for cover and protection, and rugged mountains for seasonal migration. In Tesumer, you'll often find them at higher elevations, enjoying the cooler temperatures and lush vegetation in alpine meadows. As winter approaches and the snow begins to pile up, they migrate to lower elevations, seeking out valleys and foothills where food is more accessible and they can find shelter from the harsh weather. This seasonal journey, known as vertical migration, is a crucial survival strategy that allows them to follow the best food sources throughout the year. Places like Yellowstone National Park, the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, and parts of Washington and Oregon are famous for their large and healthy elk populations. Now, let's get into their diet. What does it take to fuel a 1,000-pound animal? Elk are herbivores, specifically a type of herbivore called a ruminant. This is the same digestive system that cows, sheep, and deer have. It means they have a specialized 4-chambered stomach designed to break down tough plant material. The process is pretty amazing. They'll quickly eat a large amount of food, swallowing it with minimal chewing. This food goes into the first 2 chambers of the stomach, the rumen and the reticulum, where it's softened and mixed with digestive fluids. Later, when the elk is resting in a safe, covered spot, it regurgitates this partially digested food, now called cud, back into its mouth. Then, they rechew it thoroughly to break it down even further, before swallowing it again for the final stages of digestion. This chewing the cud allows them to extract the maximum amount of nutrients from their food. And what are they eating? Their diet changes with the seasons. In the spring and summer, it's all about fresh, green grasses, wildflowers, and sedges. As fall and winter arrive, they switch to browsing on more woody plants, like the twigs and bark of aspen, willow, and other shrubs. This flexible diet is key to their survival in environments where food availability can change dramatically throughout the year. Perhaps one of the most thrilling and unique things about elk is their mating season, known as the rut. This is when the forest comes alive with a sound you will never forget. Starting in late summer and peaking in the fall, the bull elk's primary goal is to gather a group of females, called a harem, and defend them from rival males. To do this, they use one of nature's most haunting and powerful calls, the bugle. An elk's bugle is a complex sound that starts as a deep bellow, rises to a high-pitched flute-like whistle, and often ends with a series of grunts. It's a sound that echoes through the mountain valleys for miles. This bugle serves multiple purposes. It's a signal of the bull's presence and fitness to any cows in the area, essentially an advertisement of his genetic quality. It's also a direct challenge to other bulls. When a dominant bull bugles, he's warning rivals to stay away from his harem. If a challenger isn't intimidated, the bugling can escalate into a real confrontation. The two bulls will often posture, thrash the ground with their antlers, and bugle back and forth. If neither backs down, it can lead to a dramatic and violent clash. They'll lock their massive antlers and push with all their might, a true test of strength and endurance. The winner gets to keep or claim the harem, ensuring his genes are passed on to the next generation. Witnessing the elk rut, with the crisp autumn air filled with the sound of bugling, is one of the most unforgettable experiences the North American wilderness has to offer. Elk are more than just large animals. They are a keystone species, meaning they play a critical role in shaping the ecosystem they live in. Their grazing habits influence plant communities, preventing forests from becoming too overgrown and creating open spaces that benefit other species. The carcasses of elk that don't survive the winter provide a vital food source for predators like wolves, bears, and scavengers like eagles and coyotes. Even their shed antlers contribute to the ecosystem, providing a source of calcium and other minerals for smaller animals like squirrels and mice. The story of the elk is also a story of conservation success. By the early 1900s, overhunting and habitat loss had driven elk populations to dangerously low levels, and they had vanished from much of their original range. But thanks to dedicated conservation efforts, including the establishment of national parks, regulated hunting, and reintroduction programs, elk have made a remarkable comeback. Today, their populations are stable and thriving in many areas. It's a powerful reminder of what's possible when we work together to protect our wildlife and wild places. So, the next time you see a picture of an elk or are lucky enough to see one in the wild, take a moment to appreciate everything that makes them so special. From their incredible size and the annual miracle of their antler growth, to their complex social lives and the haunting sound of their bugle, the elk is a true monarch of the mountains. They embody the wild, untamed spirit of North America. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the world of elk. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the amazing creatures we share our planet with, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.